And as the soles of the feet are on your mat, knees are bent, make sure that your lower back is supported either by a pillow or a blanket, a rolled up blanket, or if you have a bolster, certainly you can use that. But all three work just fine. And just allow yourself to arrive. And maybe before you close your eyes, just take in where you're at. Take in the space. Take in the sounds. And perhaps taking a deep inhale in, exhale out. And then if you so choose, gently closing the eyes. The invitation is to either keep the eyes open or closed, whichever is most comfortable and safe for you. And as you allow your body to settle, feeling your body settle, allow this next hour to be all about what it is that you need. Being present with yourself. And allowing the practice to meet you where you're at, wherever that may be. Not giving it a meaning of good or bad, just allowing it just to be. And as we rest in silence, I would say for the next 8 to 10 breaths, check in with yourself and perhaps ask yourself what it is that you need most in terms of support on today for this practice, for these moments. And as that begins to arise, allow it just to be and to honor that. And as you breathe, notice the support beneath you. Extending the invitation to you if you'd like to extend one leg at a time. Opening up the hip flexors. And again, it's just an invitation. You can stay right where you're at. I offer you these words by Chloe Wade in her book entitled Where to Begin. It's entitled With Eyes Closed. I hold myself tightly and say, I'm in this with you. I am here for you. No matter what happens, I will take care of you. Doing this is me choosing to be on my own team. Doing this is me learning to hold myself down, even in a hurricane. Doing this is how I'm able to live my life rather than let my life live me. So as we practice on today, as you practice on today, for this next hour, it's about what you need, being on your own team, not being critical, not judging, not even trying to have the answers. Knowing that you're already good enough and you are enough. Five more breaths here. Perhaps these are the deepest breaths that you've taken all day, perhaps all week. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, placing your arms beside you and gently raising up, removing the blanket or the pillow from below your lower back. And then just gently coming back down. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees to your chest. And knees can be wide. And maybe just rotate those ankles. Maybe moving side to side, massaging that lower back. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, shifting the hips to the left, lowering down the knees to the right for a supine twist. And if your back is tender, definitely utilize a pillow to provide that cushion. If your shoulder is tender, make sure that you have something to support that opposite shoulder. And if it helps, having something to cushion in between the knees. Arms can be any variation, out to a T or resting on your stomach. Once you've settled in, just breathe. Allowing the breath to flow. Perhaps visualizing the breath as you inhale it, coming right up through your feet, all the way up to your legs, to that hip, through the side body, all the way through your armpit, out through the arm, ultimately through the fingers. And then as you exhale it, coming back down. Continuing to be here 5 to 6 more breaths. Breathing deeply. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees back to center. Knees still bent, soles of the feet still on the mat. And just pause here. Simply pause. Breathing here. Noticing the rise and fall of your back body against the support underneath you. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees to your chest one more time. And when you're ready, go ahead and lower to the left side, taking your hips to the right. And again, whatever it is that you need to make yourself as comfortable and as supported in this pose, do so. Whether that be support underneath your shoulder, your back, or in between your knees. And breathe here. Continuing to breathe. Again, allowing the practice to meet you wherever you may be. 5 more breaths here. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, bringing your knees back around to center, soles of the feet on the mat. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, we're going to take the soles of the feet and bring them together and let your knees fall on opposite sides of your mat for reclined bound angle. You may, again, using the support that you feel that you need, blankets or pillows underneath the knees, again, cushioning the back as well. Perhaps something underneath your head. And extending the invitation to you to place your hands right there on your belly. And inviting you to take deep breaths. Inhaling through the belly. Exhaling out. Noticing the rise and fall of your stomach. As you inhale, the expansiveness of your stomach. And as you exhale, the emptying out. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. And continue to do that at your own rhythm. And we'll be here another 5 to 6 breaths. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, bringing the knees up with the soles of the feet on the mat. And go ahead and extend out the legs and the arms as if you're waking up out of a lovely Sunday afternoon nap. And go ahead and rotate those ankles, rotate those wrists, opening up the fingers, opening up the toes. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, go ahead and grab the opposite elbows and shift your back with your back remaining on the mat to the right. And when you're ready, shifting your lower body, the legs to the right. And you can cross the ankles or not. That invitation is yours for the choosing, however you wish to be. And we will be on banana pose. Feeling the stretch in the left side of the body. Breathing here. Again, noticing the subtle movement of your breath up and down your side body. Continuing to breathe. Ten more breaths here. And know that you can come in and out of this as you need. And when you're ready, coming back to center. And before we go into banana pose on the other side, go ahead and stretch out wide into like a 5-point star. Just opening up wide, your legs going outside of your mat, your arms wide, taking up space. Breathing here. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, coming back to center, taking your hands overhead, straightening your legs, grabbing your elbows, and then shifting over to the left side as we are in banana pose on the left, stretching the right side of the body. And again, legs can be any variation whereby the ankles are crossed or not. Knowing that there should not be any type of pain or anything like that. Perhaps meeting you at your edge, but we are all at our edges, so don't do it too much. But allow it to be a sense of just release. Breathing here. Six to 8 more breaths here. And when you're done, only when you're ready, just kind of release the banana pose and come to a fetal position. It does not matter which side. This is only just a pause in the middle of our bigger pause of this practice. We will ultimately come to our hands and knees, but take your time, pause, and just be still here in this position of a fetal position. Noticing the rise and fall of your side body against the support beneath you. Breathing here. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, we're going to come to our hands and knees, breathing. Hands should be under shoulders, knees under hips. And here, do what you need. If it's cat-cow, if it's moving your hips side to side, do just that. Breathing here. Perhaps stretching your palms, the inside of your wrists. Continuing to breathe. Breathing. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, we're just going to take that right foot towards the front of your mat with the left knee bent. Breathing here. And when you're ready, coming up, just breathing here. Taking our hands up. And when you're ready, going into an open twist. Breathe. Breathe here. And when you're ready, bringing that hand parallel with the other one and twisting on the other side. Breathe. And when you're ready, bringing that hand forward, taking your hands down. And you have the option of staying right here or going into a deeper dragon. So we call this the little dragon, and going into a deeper dragon of scooting that right foot forward to the top of your mat, leaning forward. Hands can be on blocks. Breathing here. And if you'd like to take your hands down to your forearms, you certainly can do that. Breathe here. Five more breaths. And when you're ready, come on back and take that right knee down. Going into cat-cow if you like. Moving the hips. And when you're ready, taking that left foot forward. Beautiful. Breathe here. Coming up. Staying right here, and let's go into our twist. So opening up. Breathe, open, twist. 3 breaths here, deep breaths. Beautiful. And when you're ready, bringing that hand in parallel with the other one, twisting on the other side. And release, bringing that other hand parallel, taking them down next to the left foot, and going into your version of dragon on the other side. Opening up that hip. Breathing. Hands can be on the ground or on blocks or books. Breathe. Allowing the practice to meet you where you're at. Breathe. 6 breaths here. Breathing deeply. Don't hold your breath. Unclench that jaw. And when you're ready, bringing that right knee down, breathe here. And when you're ready, we're going to come up to a standing forward fold. Breathing here. And you're standing forward fold. So let's flow a little bit. So coming up into mountain pose, slowly. Breathe here. So we're going to go into our moon salutations, just flow. So here we go. Hands overhead, palms touching. Breathe. Exhale to the left, our feminine side. Inhale up. Exhale to the right, our masculine side. Knowing that we need both. Inhale up. Going into goddess pose. Breathe here. Breathe. 5-point star, opening up the heart and the throat. Breathe. And when you're ready, hinging at the hips to the left, going into triangle. Breathe. Bringing the right hand down, going into your high lunge. Coming up into warrior 1. Breathe. Going into warrior 2. And when you're ready, coming into goddess pose. Going into warrior 2 on the other side, the right side. Bringing that hand over to warrior 1. And when you're ready, coming down into high lunge. Straightening out that right leg, going into triangle pose. Coming up into 5-point star. Goddess pose. Coming back to mountain. Beautiful. We're going to do that 2 more times. We're going to flow. Let the practice meet you where you're at. And just flow. It's not about how you do, it's how you feel. So here we go. Let's flow together. Palms touching. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Coming up, going into goddess pose. 5-point star. Hinging at the hips, triangle pose. Right hand down. Low lunge. Coming up into warrior one. Warrior two. Goddess pose. Warrior two to the right. And when you're ready, warrior one. High lunge. Straightening out that right leg. Triangle. Coming up to 5-point star. Goddess pose. Mountain. Feeling one more. Here we go. Hands overhead, palms touching. To the left. Inhale. To the right. Inhale. Goddess pose. Beautiful. 5-point star. Hinging at the hips. Triangle pose. Bringing that right hand down for your high lunge. Coming up to warrior one. Warrior two. Goddess pose. Warrior two. Warrior one. High lunge. Straightening out that right leg. Triangle. Breathe. Coming up, 5-point star. Goddess pose. Coming back up to mountain. Pause there. Breathe. Breathe. Take in your breath. Heart may be pounding. Breath may be deep and full. You may even be sweating, but take it all in. Feet are firmly planted against the earth. Breathing in all that you need. And when you're ready, we're just gonna move some energy. So taking our hands, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, the arms, hands, bringing the breath up. Exhale down. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do it some more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And when you're ready, go ahead, hinge at the hips for a standing forward fold. Breathe here. Placing the right hand on the mat or a blanket, lifting the left for a twist, bending that right knee. Breathe. And when you're ready, lowering the left hand, bending the left knee, raising the right hand. Go ahead and lower down. And when you're ready, you can ease to coming to your stomach. If you like to do a downward facing dog, you definitely can do that. If not, just come on down to your belly. And when you get there, just pause. Hands may be stacked or your cheek may be on your mat. Just pause here. Breathing deeply. Noticing the rise and fall of your stomach against the earth. The subtle movement of your thighs and your legs, the tops of your feet. Noticing the sound of your breath as you breathe in and out against your mat. Noticing the openness of your back, the rise and fall of your back, and how open it is. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, we're going to take our shoulders, our elbows underneath our shoulders and come up into Sphinx pose. And be mindful of your jaw, be mindful of clenching your buttocks, allowing it to relax, allowing your legs to relax, and just breathe here. You may want to even lower your head, allowing the neck to release. Or moving it side to side. And you have the invitation of staying right here, or kind of moving your hands over to the right side of your mat, just for another type of side body stretch. Perhaps looking over your shoulder. Breathing here. And when you're ready, coming back to center. And then going over to the other side. Breathing here, feeling the stretch in the other side of the body. And when you're ready, coming back to center, and go ahead and lower back down. Just breathe here. And when you're ready, go ahead and just bend your knees, whereby you're just bending, your legs are coming up. Bending your knees, your lower legs, soles of your feet are just bent towards the back. And just go ahead and windshield wiper your knees. Yeah. And when you're done with that, go ahead and release. And before you move into our final pose, just notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body is feeling. And be intentional about what it is that you need for this last pose. If it's a little bit more movement, that's fine before you settle. But whatever it may be, honor it. Take your time. So allow yourself to move as you need, and then to settle into whatever version of rest is for you for these last 10 minutes of class. Taking your time, getting all the support that you need of blankets and pillows. If you prefer to be seated, that's fine. If you prefer to be against a wall, that's absolutely fine. But whatever it is that you like, honor that. And as you settle in, as you take in the movements that you need, you're settling into your final resting pose. I offer you these words again from Chloe Wade, where she says, I hold myself tightly and say, I'm in this with you. I am here for you no matter what happens. I will take care of you. Doing this is me choosing to be on my own team. Doing this is me learning to hold myself down through even a hurricane. Doing this is how I'm able to live my life rather than let my life live me. And as you've settled even deeper into this sense of care, self-care, if you will, for this last hour, of rooting for yourself, investing in yourself, showing up for yourself. And not in a sense of effort or of doing, but that of just simply moving and honoring what it is that you needed at this particular moment in time. And from the soles of your feet to your ankles. Know that you are deeply held and supported. And from your ankles to your legs and knees and thighs, know that you are deeply held and supported. And from your thighs to your hips, to your pelvic center, know that you are deeply held and supported. And from your pelvic center to your stomach, all the way up to your heart, deep, deep behind the heart, in the heart, all around the heart. Know that you are deeply held and supported. And from the heart to the shoulders and arms, right down to your fingertips. Know that you are deeply held and supported. And from that of your shoulders and arms to your throat, know that you are deeply held and supported, and that your voice is very much needed. And from that of your throat to the expression of who you are in your face, know that you are deeply held and supported. And from your face to your third eye, that of wisdom, to that of the crown of your head, know that you are deeply held and supported. And I invite you to visualize a rose-colored light encircling you. Rose of being that of healing, that of warmth, that of love, that of peace. That of protection. And as you inhale and exhale, that light becomes brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger, to where it totally blankets you and embraces you. Now just breathe. Breathe in knowing and trusting that you are fully held and fully supported. And that you are worth your own attention. Noticing the sound of your breath. Noticing the sounds around you. Noticing your body within the space. Taking a deep inhale in, exhale out. Do that a couple of more times. Deeply inhaling, deeply exhaling. And when you're ready, maybe taking your thumb and tapping each finger, rubbing it across the tips of your fingers, rotating your ankles, opening your toes. Maybe taking a swallow. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, with ease and grace coming to one side, and we'll eventually come up to a seated position. Once you get there, placing the left hand on top of the heart, the right on your navel center. Gently tucking the chin, breathing here. And when you're ready, taking the right, placing it on top of the left. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be strong and healthy. May you be confident and courageous. May you be safe and protected. May you be at ease with yourself just as you are, leaving nothing out. Namaste.